Today, Wednesday, the 4th of September 2024, we have some hand-picked match predictions to share with you, which will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to all our hand-picked match prediction events, including our top 10 over 1.5 and 2.5 goal match picks, as well as straight win event and other big league events like Champions League match prediction events, the Premier League, and other big league events, which we provide to members only many days ahead of time so that they can prepare their own ticket to boost your winning by a greater percent. Then, of course, you want to make sure that you join to become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan and start to have access to all of these features and take your winning to the next level. The link is below this video. You want to click to join and start to have access to all our game match picks. So without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first event of our today's list. Looking at the first event, we are looking at Europe Champions League Women, a match between Coups Women against Celtic Women. First, I want to share with you the performance of the home team based on recent event they have had. You're going to see the performance here is good based on the recent result. As you can see, the ratings here 6-0, 2-1, 8-0, and 2-2. Looking also at that of the opponent, they are also very good based on recent event they have had. And now, looking at everything in place, I want to share the performance of the home team based at home. They are very good, as you can see here, and that of the away team also prove that they are good. And everything in place, I want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this event, both of these two have shown amazing results in terms of recent games they have had. And everything in order, since both of these teams, the offense is really good based on recent performance they have had. Both of these two want to impress. So want to look at goals possibility, at least 1.5 goal in full time, or the probability of at least 2 goals over. Looking at the next pick, it is still in the Europe Champions League women, but this time Arsenal women against Rangers women. The performance of Arsenal women based on recent events they have had shows that they are good, and they have mostly had events in the club-friendly women, as you can see, and they have resulted to good performance. That of its opponent, on the other hand, have had games mostly in the Super League women itself, and you can see that their performance shows that they are also very good. And the performance of Arsenal women based at home proved that they are very good, especially based on recent event. That also of its opponent, on the other hand, shows that they score a lot of goals, and everything in place. We want to look at two major picks here in full time. Since both of these two still show amazing result in terms of goal scoring, we still want to look at goals possibility. 1.5 goal in full time as one of the best pick, as well as 2 goals over. The next is still in the Europe Champions League women, but this time Potova women against Riga women. The performance of the home team shows that they score at least between 1 to 2 goals per every event based on recent match they have had. Looking also at that of its opponent, on the other hand, they prove to be good also at goal scoring. And now, looking at the performance of the home team based at home performance, they are good. That of the opponent as well, on the other hand, shows that they are good. And everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. Since both of these two still show good result in terms of goal scoring, we still want to look at least 1.5 goals here in full time. The next year is still going to be in the Europe Champions League women, but this time a match between Atletico Madrid women against Rosenborg women. For this event, the performance of Atletico have proved that they are very good, and they have mostly had games in the club friendly, as you can see, with amazing result being displayed. That of the opponent, on the other hand, have mostly had games, especially in the top serene women itself, as you can see, and the performance of recent 2 games are not that great. And you can see here, now, of course, the performance of Atletico Madrid women at home proved that they are very good. Looking at that of its opponent, on the other hand, they are not as good as compared to that of Atletico de Madrid. And everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. Since the performance of the home team has proved to be very good in terms of goal scoring, as well as the performance for home games they have had, comparing to that of the opponent, on the other hand, we want to look at the home team to take that upper hand and to take advantage of the fact that they have shown a great offensive power to lead in full time, as well as the possibility of at least 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over. The next is going to be in the Denmark Cup, a match between B1913 against Rangers. In this event, based on the performance of the home team, have proved that they can score at least some goals in this event, as you can see, and they do concede as much. That of the opponent, on the other hand, has mostly had game in the Super League, as you can see, and the performance here is average. And that of the home team, which is B13, have proved that they are good in terms of recent game. They have had only one game in this year, as you can see, and the performance of this one is great. But looking at that of the away team, they have played most events this same year, and the performance has been proved to be average. And looking now at the performance of the home, just one game, no game has been played yet at home, but that of the away, they have had most events based on away, and they've also had games in the club friendly, as you can see, showing good result and average result here. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. Looking at these, the away team have had a lot of games more as compared to that of the home. And since the away team have had average performance, and the home as well, since it is just starting, and in the first game it has had up to 7 goals, it may still want to impress. And as a result of this, we want to look at goals without giving any favorite. So we want to look at least 1.5 goals in full time or 2.5 goals in full time. The next here is going to be still in the Denmark Cup, but this time between Vegat against Ept Jack. For this event, the performance of the home team have proved to be very amazing. You can see 4-1, 3-1, 3-1, very good. That of the opponent as well, on the other hand, seems to be also very interesting. And now, the performance of the home based on recent event they have had at home prove that they are good, and they score at least between 1 to 2 and 3 goals per every game. That of the opponent as well, on the other hand, have also proved the same, showing that they are good in terms of goal scoring. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, both of these two want to impress. And looking at the recent performance they have had, both of them shows the probability of goal scoring. And we want to look at goals possibility here, 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over in full time. Looking at the next, we're looking at still in the Denmark Cup, but this time Fredericia against B1909. In this event, the performance of the home team here, they have mostly had event in the cup as well as in the club friendly, resulting, comparing to that of the opponent on the other hand, have proved also that they can score, and also they have mostly had event also here, as you can see, in the first division. And now, of course, looking at this home team, they have just had one event in this same here, as you can see, but that of the opponent has mostly had event, like many events based on games they have had. The performance of the away based on recent event proved that they are good, and looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major PK in full time. Since the home team have not had a lot of events, and this time the away team, which is coming to meet the home team, have shown that they have had many events and the probability of goal scoring, the home team, as a result, want to impress, to also see how they can move forward. Of course, the two impression looking at these two teams may result to goals. So we don't want to give a favorite here, so we want to look also at goals possibility, at least 1.5 in full time or 2 goals in full time. So most of these events here have been goals possibility. You want to make sure that you look at your 2 to 3 odd maximum per slip to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to even more games, as well as games to our top 10 list of match prediction events based on 1.5, 2.5 goals, straight wins, and corner kicks, which we share to members only, as well as top prediction event based on big leagues like Champions League, Premier League, and other big league events, which we share to members prediction 5, 6, 7, 8, and even 10 days ahead of time, so that they have the knowledge of what is from the inside and make their own list before the time of play to boost their winning by a greater percent. So for you to also start to have access to all of these features, you want to make sure that you become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan and start to have access to all of these to take your winning to the next level. The link is below this video description. You can click on it to join and become a member to benefit from all of these features. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.